Punk has been pretty excited being into this grand finals on the winner's side, really calling out iDom to see if he's going to step up to the challenge, and it's going to be quite the challenge as he is sitting on the loser's side. Again, it's kind of, you know, beating a dead horse at this point. It's just, this is going to be what's expected. This is what we prefaced it with, the entirety of the top 16 with, and it's finally coming to fruition. Is it going to be iDom moving into the Capcom Cup, or will it be Punk? We're going to see. As it is right now, it's looking pretty advantageous for Punk, the way it went down and his current positioning just by numbers, but we'll see if iDom has the heart to change fate.
Poison is what he goes back to again. It's what he started out last time. He went to Laura afterward. Poison didn't work out, but he's gone back to it now.
But not by much, right? It's not like it was a full-on blowout against Poison in comparison to Laura.
No.
I would have loved to see the Laura come out first, probably.
Well, it's the choice he's made to be caught in the corner so far by Punk already there, hanging out, and again, this positioning. Backdashing. Even when he loses control, though, it feels like he can get back in so quickly. Here's iDom trying to control this space.
Oh, big confirm. Double checked on the low forward. iDom thinking he can move forward after that, despite blocking. Okay. Okay. Love meat tender, the light afterwards. Again, trigger one is the choice, the Molotov. Oh, yeah. The fake out whip cancel.
Finding it. Way too far away. And it's stunned. iDom just outside of that range. It's something he loves to do. We saw him try it in that last set, and it didn't work, and this time it does.
He's baited that out. That was actually the exact same fashion he took out Punk in the IWO in that exact sequence, baiting out the V-reversal. Hook, line, and sinker. iDom off to a fantastic start. EX% Hall, what a bet to make. Not too big of a threat, I should say.
Punk's already here. However, the whiff, and there's iDom capitalizing into pressure, and now, and not only too much damage, into Punk knows he can't take anything. Yes.
That could have been so dangerous. Punk at a huge deficit, but full critical art. Probably 2.5 sequences. He could kill.
And he knows it. He's just hunting for that one. It's not going to come up. Not in this game. 1-0 for iDom in this first set.
A lot of big decisions being made so far in that game alone, right? We saw the call out blatantly from iDom, calling out Punk's V-reversal. We've seen the deliberate call outs from Punk also after the EX heart rate just backdashing to set that pace, to set that kind of signal, or send those signals first. We'll see what is done with it here in game number 2. iDom checking pretty actively with the whips and medium kick.
What a jump timing! Here's the corner already for Punk.
Oh.
And the whip punish. And just like that, working on stun. Next hit, next grab, either way.
Does it again. Still committed to the throw. That could have been stun either way, so that was smart. Oh, boy. Burning up just a little bit, backing up, creating space, and the medium whip the love. Oh, Jesus. The high heel, I should say.
Harassment there. Punk not trying to be reversal this time. Yeah, here he comes.
The backdash to safety with a lot more space to work with, but we've seen Punk thread the needle before, dashing in after any sort of whips. Yep. Does it again. This time, iDom. Woo! Nice and patient. Do you see the changeup now? iDom is throwing up the heavy whip to make sure that he recovers fast enough to check Punk on his dash. It's been great for iDom now in this first round, making sure the movement doesn't get too close. It can't let you get close.
Look at the damage just like that. It's 40% gone. However, this was exactly the same start as the last round, more or less.
Oh.
And Punk doing a great job of recognizing the range that he could get the V-reversal. He's in for pressure. And no huge need to move in. He's got a big life lead. Oh. Slowly doing the Bulldog thing, but no longer doing jumps. Yeah, I love that he just walked and blocked, put himself into a great position. It's not quite over, but so close. There it is. Really classically strong approach when you have a life lead, and you know you still got to get in against the zoner, but not taking any risks in doing so.
As well as conserving that meter. Just a little bit of extra going into it to make sure that the next opening you get deals even more damage. I do like that, but iDom, ooh-wee. A little ambiguous, not going to lie. I thought it was going to be a normal block. Heart rate time, what's the response? Little tick throw. Heart rate again. What's the response? There it is. The reversal. Not wanting to guess. Hey. I do appreciate that.
Punk reacting as per usual. With the threat of that next hit, he comes in for the grab. And
Ooh.
here's damage. It's stun. Not
quite.
quite. Not quite. Right. Yep, he's got it. Maybe. Okay, it wasn't even a combo. Well, I don't know. It wasn't actually a combo. It could have been blocked right there. iDom instead takes it, takes the loss right there, and Punk
That was a
moves
combo.
into
That
a
was
2-1.
2 hits.
But didn't he stun with 2 hits, and then it was short afterward? I don't know.
I don't
Whatever.
think so.
What? All
I
right,
don't think so.
fine.
Because he
I
came
don't
in
know.
with a jump in. He caught the counter hit. That was the
All
stun.
right, fine. I
And
don't
then
know.
immediately got it. I thought it was kind of cutting it kind of close, but that's just the kind of guy Punk is. He knows the timing of when the stun dissipates.
I guess he does.
No matter how many buttons you mash. Dear God. Looking very clean so far, at least from that second game. Does find an opening yet again. Off that low forward. Confirm King. V-reversal. Put him in the corner. Lock him up. iDom is stuck. The throw bait is there yet again. He's had him so many instances. How many times over? 2, 3 more? Who knows? Now mixing in the throws. It's been so tough to get this guy off of iDom, and that is all she wrote. Punk just abusing that pressure.
And that means it's match point and tournament point is at 2-1. Panda Punk.
It should be at least. Am I tripping? Now that I'm thinking about it, it is, right?
Pretty sure it is.
I like that. Chase down.
It's 1-1. How did that happen? How did I get it so wrong? I don't know. But here we got iDom in the corner. Keeping his eye on things better than me.
Oh. The V-shift there, the V-break, doesn't find the mark, tries to V-shift again. The crush counter is there this time for Punk. Does have enough to at least get one opening and kill. Oh boy, but iDom is going to make him fear the whip first and making him guess after the EX heart rate. And that was great because Punk was already stuck in V-trigger. There wasn't going to be much of a defensive option. He had to sit there and take it.
The attempted whiff punish, we've seen it work before. Not quite that time.
I'm glad he didn't commit to the Tenko, though.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Just within range.
He's keeping his eyes open as he moves.
Yes, sir. Big counter confirmed. Man, that is so difficult. How does he do it?
Still holding onto that screen with that gold bar.
What is the difference?
And now
here,
as
David?
Punk tries to move forward into these ranges, iDom has actually moved up a little bit and gotten crouching medium kick himself. Right? He's moving forward a little bit because he sees Punk moving forward.
Ooh.
Again, moving up a little bit. It's too far away. Not whiff punish, though. Punk in trouble. He knows he can't get touched, but he is here. There's nothing invincible on...
Oh!
No!
Oh! What was the intent there? 2 light kicks.
Okay.
Could have got EX Tenko.
Yeah.
100% could have got EX Tenko. I'm a bit surprised. I am a bit surprised. I want to check out Punk's archives. I want to see what the intent there. It had to be EX Tenko.
I mean, I would think, but that's not what came out.
Oh. Interesting.
So Punk trying to thread the needle yet again. God, that is so
Man, he's
consistent.
so good. He
Right?
sees counter hit flash on the UI. He's like, well, I guess I'm just going to go to my counter hit combo. Amazing.
People also just do crouching jab, stand strong anyway, right?
Yeah, but come on, man.
No,
Give me
it's
the benefit on that one.
okay.
Come on now. A little bit of Midwest in me now.
Okay, that was sick. What a choice. As iDom plus frames again and puts himself, I'm pretty sure now, at set point.
Are you final answer?
I'm pretty sure now.
Okay. Either way, we might see some more Street Fighter here if iDom can clutch it out and reset the bracket. Again, 3 for 3, David.
You're looking at me with very intense eyes as you say that.
My eyes are always intense when it comes to Street Fighter 5. Let's go. Punk now pushing iDom to the corner. The stun is there. Good amount of meter to be built as well. Not going for the reset, instead going for the knockdown.
The back and forth. iDom not going to get
nice
it in
and
this round.
easy.
Yeah. Feeling the need to move forward to try to make something happen, but that's exactly when Punk pressed the button.
But going into this next round, man, the anti-air heart rate, and now the plus frame one. Oh boy. iDom had so much meter going into it, and I expected nothing less from him to spend it almost immediately after. I still can't believe he called out Punk with the EX1 going airborne, the heavyweight.
Yeah, it was pretty sick.
Yeah,
a
you're getting
little too
punished.
close. Yeah. Punk keeps his eye on things, and I really like the approach afterward. He's still.
Oh, no!
Looking for the V reversal. Nothing came out of Punk.
Ooh, full conversion. And the throw, the reset happens. iDom resetting the bracket entirely. 0-0 is now the score. Punk got to be feeling a little bit of sweat. A little bit of sweat now. Huge sigh of relief for iDom, getting to play a full-on set yet again. This is going to be pretty intense as the poison play has been working out beautifully.
Yeah, I really, really like that. And as things go on, a little bit different than how we saw before. As things were going on, I felt that Punk was getting better reads on things and that he was threading the needle better. This is in the last set that they played. And as this set goes on, I get the opposite sense that instead it's more that iDom is finding more of those moments to pressure, not pressure exactly, but to head off Punk's approach by moving forward slightly into ranges where Punk has been comfortable. And pressing stand medium kick, crouching medium kick, down jab into stand strong, that kind of stuff. Moving forward a little bit or calling out exactly when Punk wanted to move forward.
That's been a big difference, actually, in comparison to what happened into Winners Finals, where he played it a little bit more passive, let the whip do the talking, and try to force some of these chip damage scenarios against Punk, or at least, to the point where a final hit would do him in.
Nope, they're already in here.
Already into the dojo. I'm liking this from iDom, a fantastic start. You were talking about that kind of mid-range aggression rather than playing the keep-away game.
Yeah.
That's been the huge difference. Hopefully Punk can find an answer to it before he drowns into the sea of normals and whips.
It's already taken about 40%. And now with no V. Wow, okay, called it out. Knew where Punk was going yet again. Not a huge read, right? That's what people tend to do, but still impressive. Punk now with the chance for pressure. Moving along the dusty floor. Hoping to get there anyway.
And the call out, that wasn't, he deliberately waited to see what the defensive option was. And the back throw is his defensive option against Punk, striking first blood here in the reset.
Outside of that range. And as soon as he gets in there, there's iDom. Oh no! Punk with the very rare miss, understandably wanting to just get right back in control with that EXDP.
Oh, another misconfirm, back-to-back. Oh, that was just an air reset from iDom within range to check. That had to be a backdash that he tried to get in with. Oh, wait.
Trading meter for meter. And the range he knows. Only one time has he been caught on that.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
High heal.
Big
high damage. Big burn. The whip punish not there. The Molotov is, though. EX was heading off for the big bet. There's the activation into trigger. Back throw now. Punk trying to close the gap. EX Tenko. Oh, boy. Reversal. Reset the situation. iDom with a huge lead, and one touch gets game one in the reset.
Again, as this goes on, I get the sense of more and more control and understanding of where his opponent wants to go from iDom. And when he's making reads like that, I mean, it's not Laura where the snowballing happens like that, but he nevertheless is making these reads kind of in neutral, and he's so consistent about it.
We're seeing a faster approach from Punk already moving in.
That stand fierce range is his range. It is Poison's spot, and Punk is trying to challenge there, and he can. We've seen it. We saw it in the last set they played.
Damn!
I'm telling you. I'm telling you. He's ready.
And now, just within a sequence and a half, nearly ties it up, but still iDom a little bit comfortable playing. That was fine. At the risk of that, managed to get out of the corner, back into the midstream play, doesn't get Oki. High heel coming in. The Molotov, the damage. What's going to happen afterwards? The tick throw. The trigger is still in full effect. Molotov, he's trying to bait out a V-reversal. You know it.
Yeah, getting close to super as well. If he finds the right option, and Punk knows it, it's going to be the round. Moving forward, you see what I'm talking about. Here's iDom moving in versus a very dangerous man in Punk who's cornered, caught.
Oh, this is huge. He dashed forward in his face with the tick throw. You were talking about that and aggression. It's been working out so well and keeping Punk so off-centered. It's been keeping him guessing more often than not, and he's guessed incorrectly, David. Plus frames, back throw, more room to work with.
Yeah, that situation right there has been on iDom's side. That's for sure. Here's Punk, though, looking for big pressure. And not being too obvious about his approach. Here's offensive view reversal. He's got a chance. There's that Stand Fierce range.
Oh, dashing up again. That was a little bit awkward, but Punk, man, that was also ambiguous.
Yeah, in the front. It's the tech now. iDom, fully loaded.
That could have been huge, but Punk narrowly escapes. Lovely Tender EX catches a normal, and nice and easy after the tech. That is the button of choice for Karin.
Final round.
All right, Punk fighting back pretty well in that round. I liked a lot of those choices. Trying to hang out outside of the whip range. Instead, again, iDom moves forward slightly.
Oh, just caught the movement there from iDom, touching heavy punch to check Punk after that throw with the backdash, I should say. And just a plethora of heavy whips.
He's taking that heavy tax. I mean, that's how it is. Against the zoner, you got to pay to get in.
Oh, that could
Might
have
have
been a
just been a
punish.
punish. Yeah, that's right. But at least there's corner pressure opportunity for Punk here, who's working on super. He's very dangerous.
Back-to-back throws. He's going to have to take another one. Ooh, there it is. Yeah. Punk just chopping down at the big man.
Tried to get there on the whip punish. It wasn't quite, but still, he's in control. Not anymore. It's iDom now. Who needs really one hit if it's the right one to take it. Punk knows he is safety first.
Watch out for that view reversal. iDom definitely is. Oh, you thought it was on the other side?
Punk is in trouble. He's got all the resources in the world. Can he even find him, though?
Plus frames. There's going to be one view reversal. If he does it again, oh, boy.
Oh, the fake out as iDom takes the game. It's 2-0. His pressure has been huge.
I'm telling you, iDom is playing like the big fella right now. He has just been intimidating Punk with the threat of punishing the view reversal and mixing up the option into the throw. It's been so superb. It's so good to watch the back and forth and just the kind of options he's presenting based off of what Punk's been giving him.
And Punk, unfortunately, has had a couple of errors. Really uncharacteristic. What a call out by iDom, who thought 3 seconds in advance right there.
My goodness. Oh, again, 100%, David. He's 100%. I'm telling you, he's 100%. This guy's a robot.
Look at him moving in. Punk did have the challenge, though.
Check it again. Big.
Here we go. Punk's really got to make this one count.
Plus frames heart rate. He has to take that. What a backdash. The option from Punk. Knowing
There he
full well
goes.
there was going to be a tick throw. Oh, boy.
Ability of iDom to fight out early short to beat it as we had seen before, but Punk's right back in the driver's seat.
Ugh. Back-to-back throws. That is the tech from iDom. Good
Dashing
call.
in, he wanted to get out of the corner.
Oh,
no,
the
it's a
jump
big
reset.
opportunity. It's a huge chance for iDom
You're actually
to take
dead.
the round
You're dead.
and to put himself now at tournament point.
This is where it comes down for Punk to be the clutch god. Can he amount a huge, substantial comeback against iDom, or will iDom just close it out in a 3-0 fashion? Coming in from 3-1 off the reset.
Punk, no anti. Okay, he is there, though. And again, the drop, the very uncharacteristic drop. Down fierce. He's
Side
got
switch
right
afterwards.
through it.
Look at the damage. He's cooking him up. Just about even, but now this is so disadvantageous for... or
Punk in
such a
big trouble.
disadvantage.
Huge
Yeah, Punk.
trouble. He's got meter. He's almost got super, but he's still got his back to the corner. Maybe most importantly,
Oh,
he's out
boy.
of there. He's out of there.
We're going to see a back throw now. Is it going to be an activation? Because he's going to be in trouble if he has nothing to V-reversal with.
Here we
He has
go.
to.
He's got it. He walked out of it, and he's still in this thing. Again, we are seeing some very uncharacteristic errors out of Punk, but in that moment right there, in that clutch when he needed it most, it was there.
Now we're talking about the meter situation from iDom. He gets to harass with the EX heart rate as many times as he wants, so long as Punk does not have any red down below for a V-reversal. But that's not going to face Punk. Look at this opening now.
Here we go. Yep, it's Punk. It's close to stun.
Don't get back thrown.
That's exactly what he got with as Punk's here again. Very close to taking the game if he gets one more. Outside. Oh, as it's moving on through, Punk is still in this thing. It's 2-1. It was him that time who moved forward when Poison didn't expect it, right? That's mostly the opposite of what we've been seeing. We've been seeing iDom move forward when Punk didn't expect it. There, it was Punk turning the tables and staying alive.
And we saw the call out too. We saw the options that Punk wanted to go for at that round. We saw the heavy heart rate to call him out first, right? So iDom could have been the one to easily start that round, but that wasn't the case. Punk making the full recovery and going back into that sequence of just locking down iDom into the corner, forcing him to guess incorrectly time after time, and just threatening between throw and the frame trap.
So now it's 2-1 in favor of iDom, and he has gone back to character select. And I am reminded of when they played at Capcom Cup Finals, when there was a similar switch in a situation where many of us were like, why are you doing that? But he was right, and that may be it now, as he may be going to character select to switch into Laura. That's what he tried last time, and to be fair, he did take a game. He did take a game when they played in that winners finals, and that's all he needs to do right now is take a single game, and he will be qualified for Capcom Cup.
I'm so anti, David. I'm telling you what, man, I'm about to flip this table. You guys are tuning in to some of the best Street Fighter, not even just for North America, but in the world.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Without a doubt, Punk the God, iDom, down here in game number 4. iDom in the lead currently, does make the switch up to Laura with a 1-game advantage. Whew!
Cooling it down here in the rain. As we saw when they played last time, there's a lot of this mid-range right here, about third screen, where Punk can be so scary, and iDom knows it. But if iDom ever gets going, you know it can be a different story. So iDom hangs out in that spot and looks to snipe.
And look at the patience. Again, iDom is forced to kind of play this game of reacting to normals to find his way in, because Laura cannot contest against the buttons that Karin possesses in the neutral.
I don't think we saw a command grab last time. So iDom's right back in. Early on, unfortunately.
So they're too early, trying to get that meaty.
So Punk gets his activation first, and he finds the hit, and it's enough.
More often than not, Punk has caught iDom with that throw bait. I will say there has been deliberate times where iDom with late tech, but these have been a little bit earlier than what we're used to.
iDom gets the approach, pushes into the grass.
Are we going to see a jump out option anytime soon, or will iDom continue this pressure? Is Punk just going to sit here and take it?
A little bit off. No whiff punish. Again, kind of uncharacteristically.
Oh,
here it is,
man, you were talking about how much he likes the Bulldog. The fact that he moved himself out of the corner in that fashion, and again now pushing iDom to the corner. Man, this guy's ridiculous.
Great block. Really keeping his eyes on things. Punk again has full resources here. Part of it's outside, blocked correctly, but iDom now has his own V-trigger. He chases it down.
And the EX% Hall, the big bet again.
Okay.
In and out of that range. Punk was in full control. He's already made a statement once against iDom's Laura. He said it wasn't enough. Try again. Will iDom actually stick with it?
I don't know. What an interesting headspace to be in now, where you were up 2-0 in Grand Finals second set with a certain character. We're listening in to see if there's going to be the character select. There's
He's
not.
going back into the Laura pick.
Okay. It's going to be the very final game of CPTN Ace #1 between the two best players.
Oh, this could have been an interruption, but I get it. Again, after that Fierce, you don't want to contest that Orochi. You could get big damage. Another counter hit conversion from iDom.
iDom there first. Pressure's mounting. EX command grab. He gets to stab in. Try it at least. No, Punk's out of there.
Big whiff punish from the side of Punk, now moving towards the corner. Catches the meaty, full conversion, but no damage.
iDom has the V-meter. He's going to come into it. No! And Punk's got to make him pay. He does a great job of it. It's all the way to the corner. Grab or hit for the round.
Any touch will do it for Punk, and he's opting to go for the medium kick.
Just
nice
the toe.
and safe.
Okay, again, it's the same option, and now Punk has battled back from being down 0-2 to put himself at tournament point. He's close. He finds the hit yet again. He's been opening up iDom. He's got the corner. iDom in trouble trying to hide in the reads. No, Punk's out.
Oh, what a stop to a preemptive crouch medium punch to kind of counter the movement here against iDom. Punk has been looking superb, absolutely stellar. Just a touch and a half, and he's going to find his way into Capcom Cup. Does iDom have anything to say about it? The trigger is loaded. Is he going to get this going?
blocked it out. There is one more view reversal if it can come into play. There it is. They're both gone. Now iDom gets to party. Plus frames are here. Command grab again. If he can find the right hit, that's the question. Punk's here. Is that going to do it? Does he find it? He does. Punk takes CPT NA East and qualifies for Capcom Cup in the last game of the second set of Grand Finals. What a set between these two.
I'm speechless. I'm absolutely
Fantastic.
speechless. I had to hold my
comeback.
breath.
What a comeback.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. When we saw that Laura, we were kind of nervous, a little nervous, but Punk has already exclaimed the kind of confidence against that matchup and against iDom specifically. He was saying to himself, you better keep it to that poison because right now I have downloaded your Laura. There's nothing you can do about it. So you're thinking to yourself as a spectator and even as a commentator is like, man, what just happened? Why was Laura the pick there?
You got to think that was something that he's thought about in advance. Again, it reminds me of what happened at Capcom Cup Finals when iDom actually did win. He had a change like that, and it worked. And this time it didn't. And look, he had the opportunity to go back into Poison if he had wanted to. He was up 2-0. He had a couple of games to play with. That wasn't his choice. I mean, it's hard to question it too much without having him here to talk to, but I agree. I mean, things looked good with Poison. He was up 2-1 with that character.
Got a full-on reset, 3-1.
After
you see that right there, man. It could have gone either way. I personally didn't expect the reset because of the kind of confidence that Punk has usually when going into a grand final set. It's like a whole different demeanor, but I mean, it's not a huge surprise if iDom gets the reset. But the way it went down like this.
Fantastic stuff. Shout outs to Punk again. Qualifies for Capcom Cup.